Oh hey Internet, what is up? Welcome back to the Type QQ channel as we now dive into a new series, Monolith, with the update of the After the End update as well. So, got all kinds of new extra features that, new to us. Everything's new to us. So, let's check out this cinematic before the game starts. But it's a part shmup, part twin stick shooter, roguelike type of hybrid game that I've had my eye on, but never really pulled the trigger on. I was like, twin stick shooter, complain, whine and cry like a big baby. Until it was graciously donated by the mysterious benefactor yet again, working behind the scenes as a sort of Mr. Or the Wizard of Oz, you know. So yeah. I found in the past that our Binding of Isaac games, which I find this kind of pretty similar to Monolith, as we're going to start this, weren't doing so well. I didn't really feel that they were doing so well. So maybe this will fill that hole. Here we're at our sort of home base with a little like kitty cat blob character kind of greeting us. These sort of this furniture, like the desk, the carpet, and the tapestries, we've actually unlocked, as well as some of the permanent upgrades that you can buy from him. I do apologize. I have played maybe like an hour and a half of this before recording, just so I could kind of get my bearings, just so I wasn't a complete buffoon in playing some of these games, a complete moron, and just get my ass handed to me as soon as I play it. And also, I want to check out if I liked it as well. And I kind of found out like, shit, I better start recording this before I get too obsessed. But as you can see, I'm a little spaceship, kind of zip zooming around these stages. Here's a room where I can kind of pick one of a couple different super weapons that have sort of limited ammo. There's gun types and there's attributes. Hopefully, we're going to spend some more time. Here's like a shop. You can also pick up I can also pick up a gun. The symbol in the side in the middle of that sort of silver sphere tells you what gun. Those attributes kind of make that gun unique and special. There's some other items that we can spend gold on if we had gold, right? But yeah, you can tell it's a twin stick, as we can move and fire with one stick and then the other. There's a key that can kind of unlock special vault areas. Here's a sort of room that gives us like a sort of permanent upgrade as we go through the game. Scanner reveals some areas on the floor, extra bombs, and electricity instead of dealing damage merely slows you down. So, yeah, let's go with that. And as you can tell, there's our ammo on the top left, our health, which is divided between our current and our maximum health. We got a key underneath. Then directly right of it is our sort of combo gauge. That's a multiplier of our gold, our total gold, and then the map. And how these floors are set up is not only it's very similar to Isaac, I feel, in some ways, where you enter a room that's randomly made with random enemies. You kill them and you can escape the room. Most of the floors will have, like item rooms and sort of gambling rooms, that sort of thing. As well as mini boss rooms and boss rooms that will allow you to go to the next level. I think so far in the hour or so I've played, I've been able to get down to like maybe the 5th level. I don't know how far that is in the game actually, but there's a sort of Vulcan shot. We're going to stay with our fireball shot. Seems to be doing a good amount of damage, even despite the fact that it's got slow fire. So here's our final boss room, at least for this floor. However, it has that level 1, so that means there's one mid-boss, mini-stage boss that we have to kill for us to be able to progress to the next level. Other than that, I think I may have quickly brushed through everything. Here he is, the mini-boss. So, of course, many different mini-bosses, many different bosses. In fact, in this run, we find like a lot of the stuff we haven't seen in previously, which was probably why this run's a little shorter than what I hoped. I'm gonna just explore a little bit more. Maybe visit the shop now that we have almost like 5,000 buckos. Added one more to our maximum health. You can also tell underneath our ammo that's the number of bombs that we have. So yeah, so when it comes to our controls, we have our normal fire, our dash, and then our bomb. That kind of pushes everyone away and clears the bullets. But yeah, this is the first time we've seen the Guardian boss. So, not having seen him before, he probably deals a bit too much damage than we would have really hoped. Because in retrospect, he's not the hardest boss. It's just like, oh god, what the hell's going on? That didn't really expect you to show up. But all the same, he is no more. We have a few more consumables to move on to the next level. Ammo, I think it's ammo, max ammo, and a point of health to kind of recover. So here we are in level 2, the archives. And you can see that those exclamation marks kind of warn you for like lasers that come their way, and there's really no messing around with that. One mini boss before we go further than that. Once one of those laser warning signs come up, you gotta get out of the vicinity of that. Real quick, like, you know, another shop here. We can pick up max ammo, a firebomb, and another sort of looks like something that exposes all the entire floor. So we pretty much picked up a map there. There's our map button revealing everything. Easy stuff. So as you can tell, it's got a very like Nintendo, you know. So that revealed a sort of question mark room in the on the map. A little unsure how to get it, but we used a bomb to get it. Then we picked up another key. But yeah, Nintendo style game with Nintendo. I would almost say like this feels almost like Undertale soundtrack as well. So it's very addictive, very solid game. I really didn't give it as much credit as I really should have at first glance. I mean, this is really kind of the first hour I've ever played it. But to be completely honest, wasn't really interested in playing it. I was just kind of like, you know, the grumpy old man, like, oh no, it's not, you know, it's not vertical or horizontal scrolling. You know, I'm already playing Isaac. Grumble, grumble. You know, bitch moan. I don't want to do it. But, you know, I mean, these last, you know, after beating or rather getting my 1cc on Eden's Aegis, I was like, last few days, I'm like, I have no idea what to play. You know, I was thinking about playing Killer is Dead, which is kind of like a Devil May Cry game, but I'm like, man, I don't know, is it really fit for the channel? Who knows? So luckily, the mysterious benefactor kind of took that out of my hands and said, just play Monolith, and I'm like, all right, here we are picking up an upgrade. But I'm like, all right, so I suppose I'll give it a go and reveal some things there. More damage, 10% damage, improves default weapon as well. So, what are we going to choose? There we go. Maximum, well, not maximum, 10% more damage. And though I can say, like, my strong suit, as we're going to see, is not really twin stick, but you know, I think the hours I played in Isaac translate to a little bit of skill. Here we are picking up some free monies from that sort of secret vault with the key that we picked up. Just checking to see if there's any other secrets around. I mean, I think I've covered just about the basics. The only issue is that, you know, I have only played an hour of it, so you know, if you're kind of familiar with the game, this is probably going to be pretty frustrating to watch and or listen to until I really get into the nuances and get into the crevices of the game, as it were. You know, until I can really know what the hell I'm doing. Here we go. Level 2 boss presence. Have faced him before. Not the hardest boss ever, but we have such a weird, you know, this fireball is great and all, can deal a lot of damage, but yeah, that's a weird angle to shoot him at. It's hard to aim sometimes, so we have to dodge his array of bullets, his waves of bullets, which is not an issue, but having them to kind of perfectly place our like single blast shot is the difficult part. So down to 7 hit points of our maximal 11, 6 at that point. Really not doing so well on our damage front, but able to put it away. And that's going to heal us as well as give us some more ammo. Sitting at 33 ammo, you can kind of see that black bar underneath our ammo. Not the most, healthiest of ammo gauges, I would say. So, if we were to come across another room where we can kind of choose some new weapons, it might be the best idea. However, if we didn't, we have picked up some upgrades on our regular weapon, our default gun. So, it's not like we're going to be completely out of options. Mini boss room. Taking care of his cronies. Not a good place to be. Kind of misplayed that. Meant to use our bomb. Hit the map button, which are both are like R1 and L1. So kind of noob mistake there. Meant to kind of wipe those bullets. This is the other mini boss room. Kind of meant to clear the screen of bullets and end up just kind of put the map on from it. So there we got our default back. Used all our fireballs. Using the terrain to our advantage here. And really just playing that mini boss like a fool. I mean, that's one thing you don't really get to take advantage of when it comes to like normal shmups, is you don't really get that sort of cover, from bullets. A lot of times you just kind of have to focus on dodging everything. At least in this game, you do have, on occasion, on some rooms, to be able to, play more defense out behind some cover. Although that room we got pegged by a couple icicles, so not really the best example there. Right below us is a special room of some sort, so we're going to have to check it out once we clear this room. Maybe we should have left that on the ground now that it was kind of like a ammo replenishment, which we were using our default. This is a weird room. It's like a store, but you have to sacrifice your health. So we sacrificed 1 health to gain 2 health. Not a bad deal, I would suppose. Getting real silly in this room. These sort of Ava angel-headed guys need to go. There we are, opening up we must open that up with a bomb that we must have placed somewhere. But there's our bomb that kind of pushes everyone back. Sort of icy skulls here. And I believe we have 2 permanent upgrades unlocked that allow us to do more damage on undead and then like mechanical creatures or mechanical enemies. Here we are, plating, fortune, going with plating. So if we can get it up there, our maximum HP is 15 hit points. So that's pretty amazing. None of this stuff is really going to increase our, or bring that up to 15. So we're just going to pass on that. Adds another bomb. Here we are. There's our guns. We have a fireball that's also has triple and consecrated, triple phasing laser as well. Hey, that sounds good to me. So we got a laser that fires 3 times and also cuts through walls and everything. We don't have too many fires with it. What a hellish room this is. What a fucking mess. We don't have too many shots with it, but we like to hope that maybe this is just a gross amount of damage that we won't necessarily have to fire a lot to kill everything in the room. Fucking icicles, right? And I guess it has to be stated that, games like this, this is going to be one of those like fun series, I suppose, that we just kind of play until we don't, until we've seen everything, I guess. Unfortunately, there's no 1cc in this game particularly. I bet I bet we could get like a really nice run, maybe of not getting hit or not dying. Who knows? But the sort of how this game is made isn't necessarily made for, Jesus Christ, we are getting pummeled. Made for that sort of shmup sort of, play style. Particularly, at least. And another new boss. Excuse me. I don't know where the hell that came from. But yeah, this is the first time we've seen this boss as well. So, although not very difficult, it seems to hitting these sort of tonsil monsters that come out of him. Where all these new surprises are just kind of hitting us while we're flat-footed. Some lucky dodges there as we're sort of delved into the monster as well. So we're brought up to 3 hit points. On to the next level, which I believe is the 4th. But quite the room, quite the spike in difficulty. Now that we have sort of a slow, maybe a slow fire rate weapon that maybe was not the best choice. We have 2 mini bosses to kill in this level before we take on the final. Ah, you motherfucker. I mean, the good thing is that, really, when firing this weapon, we could hide, anywhere on the map, anywhere in the room, we could hide behind those sort of bricks and fire onto enemies. Because, our laser's going to fire through everything. Mini boss here. One of the 2 that we need to kill. And there he is. And with heals us up a point as well, so certainly... although it could have been questionable to kind of take on the boss when we're kind of on low health, playing it the way we did and getting healed, certainly helpful. Although those blue shards there are all monies that we should probably pick up for the future. But you can see that those sort of warning signs pop up and then quickly they zap the shit out of you, so... if you can, you want to use your dash button to kind of just get the shit out of the way. Here we go, we got some new weapons. We got a charge, we got a revolver. Chain lightning. In finale, chain lightning will allow, like... And this is kind of cool too. It's kind of like our basic weapon, but a lot bulkier. And that final bullet in the clip. A big slug. Big slug of damage. And then if we're shooting a group of enemies, they're going to shock each other. So that helps out. Pretty decent weapon, I would say. It's a little bit faster than the laser. Couldn't quite say right now if it's more damage. Here's a upgrade room. Blink, teleport. Invulnerable while taking hits, and then it was a shop upgrade. There we go. All kinds of bombs. I really wish we could get more health, though, but... There we go. You can see that those lanterns keep making skulls until, there's nothing left on the screen. Still nothing really for... we got a firebomb, a regular bomb, and a sort of ammo replenishment, but we have a mini boss here. We faced him before. We shouldn't be getting hit by him, but stupid move trying to put up the... Oh shit! It's a stupid move putting up the map. Another new mistake of hitting the map button instead of the bomb button. But there it is. There's our first run. Like I said, hopefully it's not all too, aggravating and frustrating to watch for experienced players. But yeah, I've only played an hour of it, but we're going to play more, I think. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff. And we'll come back and play some more Monolith in the future.